Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Anisa Risyafitri, NIM 2005-3004. For the midterms exam, subject business English, with the lecturer Jan Elikal Marna SPD MPDE, I will explain the material about present simple and past simple. Number one is definition of present simple. The simple present tense is a tense that is used to declare fact, habitual action, general truth, and present. Simple present tense is a tense is used to talk about something general, something that always happened repeatedly. The simple present tense is the tense that is most often used in everyday life. Simple present tense is divided into verbal simple present and nominal simple present. Verbal simple present tense use a verb that shows an action, while the nominal simple present uses the verb be or commonly called to be, namely is, am, and are. Formula of verbal present simple. For the positive, we use subject plus the verb one plus s or es. For the subject she, he, it plus object. Negative, we use subject plus do or does plus not plus the verb one plus object. For the interrogative, we use do or does plus subject plus the verb one plus object. Notes. For the notice, the s or es ending is the verb is only used in the subject he, she, and it. For the subject I, you, we, they, we don't use s or es. Forget about it. In adding the s or es suffix, there are rules how to find out which word use the s or es endings. Number one, verb ending in y, and the letter before y is a vowel. So the verb is added s. Number two is a verb ending with the letter y, and the letter before y is a consonant. So the verb is added ies and remove the letter y. Number three is the verbs that end in the letter o, ch, sh, x, and z are added es and the end of the verb. At the end of the verb. Examples of simple present with subject I, you, we, they. For the example is positive, we cook fried rice almost every day. We can look at the example. The subject I, you, we, they, we don't use s or es. For the example, we use subject we, and after that the verb just verb one. For the negative, we don't cook fried rice almost every day. We use don't. And for the interrogative, do we cook fried rice almost every day? For the examples of simple present with subject she, he, it. Number 1, verbs ending in Y and the letter of Y is a vowel. So the verb is added as. The example is for the positive, she says everything is going to be all right. We can see the verb is the verbs ending in Y and the letter before Y is a vowel. That is A before Y. And we use as. She says everything is going to be all right. For the negative, she doesn't say everything is going to be all right. We come back for the verb 1, don't use as. For interrogative, does she say everything is going to be all right? Number 2, for examples of simple present with subject she, he, it, the verbs ending with the letter Y and the letter before Y is a consonant. So the verb is added IES and remove the letter Y. We can look the negative. He studies so hard for national examination. We can see that study Y is appearance and we took IES, studies. And for the negative, he doesn't study so hard for national examination. We come back for the verb 1 without IES. Interrogative, does he study so hard for national examination? Examples of simple present with subject she, he, it. For the words that end in the letter O, CH, SH, X, and Z are added ES at the end of the word. For the examples, positive, my mom washes the dish every day. We can look that the examples, the verb is wash. Verb, the end of the letter is S and H, and we use ES. My mom washes the dish every day. For the negative, my mom doesn't wash the dish every day. Where we come to the verb 1 without ES. Interrogative, does my mom wash the dish every day? Formula of nominal present simple. For the positive, namely subject plus to be, am is are plus adjective or adverb. For the negative, we use subject plus to be, am is are plus not plus adjective or adverb. For the interrogative, to be, am is are plus subject plus adjective or adverb. Formula of the nominal present simple, we use where for the examples we don't find the verb. For the examples of simple present with to be am, I am gorgeous. I am not gorgeous. Am I gorgeous? We can see that I subject, am to be, and gorgeous is object for this sentence. Examples of simple present with to be is positive, she is a secretary. Negative, she is not a secretary. Interrogative, is she a secretary? For is, we use subject, she, he, it. Examples of simple present with to be are. We are businessmen. We are not businessmen. And are we businessmen? For the to be are, we use we, you, they, or we, you, and they. Next, I want to explain about the definitions of past simples. The simple past tense is a tense that is used to talk about things that happened in the past. So the simple past, just remind about this. Don't forget about this meaning for this. For the simple past tense is a tense that is used to talk about things that happened in the past. Formula of verbal past simple. Positive subject plus verb to plus object. Negative subject plus did plus not plus verb 1 plus object, and interrogative did plus subject plus verb 1 plus object. This is the formula for the verbal past simple. For the example of past simple is the positive I went to Surabaya for holiday last yesterday. We can see that after subject, we use a verb to, namely went, verb to from go, I went. And for the negative, we use I didn't, and come back for the verb 1, I didn't go to Surabaya for holiday last yesterday. For the interrogative, did I go to Surabaya for holiday last yesterday? Formula of nominal past simple. Positive subject plus be, was or were, plus adjective or adverb. Negative subject plus be, was or were plus not plus adjective or adverb. And interrogative, was or were plus subject plus adjective or adverb. Remind again that we use formula of nominal past tense if there no verb in the sentence. Was or were uses subject you, we, and they use were. And the subject I, she, he, it use was. Look at these examples of past simple, nominal past simples. I was hungry yesterday. The subject is I and we use was. I was hungry yesterday. Negative, I wasn't hungry yesterday. And for the interrogative, was I hungry yesterday? That's all of my explanation. I hope the listener can understand what I explanation. And for the wrong explanation, I hope you guys can forgive me. Thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.